ancient civilizations erected monumental stone structures that continue to evoke awe and mystery. Despite centuries of archaeological investigation and sophisticated analytical techniques, fundamental questions about their purpose, construction, and the societies that built them remain unanswered.
The iconic monument of Stonehenge, situated on Salisbury Plain in England, was constructed in 6 distinct phases between 3000 and 1520 BCE, but evidence of activity at the site dates back to 8000 to 7000 BCE. The monument's construction involved the transport of both locally sourced sarsen stones and bluestones brought from the Preseli Hills in Western Wales, a distance of approximately 140 miles. The immense effort required for such an undertaking highlights the significance of the site. Numerous theories have been proposed to explain Stonehenge's function, including a burial monument, a meeting place for different chiefdoms, and an astronomical calendar. Other interpretations suggest it was a center for healing or a memorial site honoring ancestors. More recent research proposes that the monument symbolized connections and cooperation between various communities across ancient Britain. It is plausible that the exact function of Stonehenge evolved over the centuries, serving multiple purposes for the different groups who interacted with it. The persistent debate surrounding its purpose underscores the challenges inherent in interpreting ancient sites lacking written records, where functionality may have been multifaceted and subject to change over time. How were the colossal stones of the Great Pyramid of Giza precisely moved and erected? The Great Pyramid of Giza, built 2550 BC as Pharaoh Khufu's tomb, used over 2 million stone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. How ancient Egyptians achieved this feat without modern technology is debated. Historical accounts offer early insights. Herodotus described wooden levers. Diodorus Siculus mentioned earthen ramps. Modern Egyptologists generally agree ramps were crucial, with various designs proposed and experiments supporting feasibility. Levering methods like the shadoof are also plausible. The Diary of Meroë shows waterways transported limestone, highlighting the Nile's importance. Recent studies mapped extinct Nile branches once closer to the pyramids. One hypothesis suggests combined external and internal ramps. Another posits early concrete blocks. Despite theories and evidence, precise techniques remain researched. What was the primary function of the seemingly isolated city of Machu Picchu? The breathtaking city of Machu Picchu, built around 1450 AD in the Andes Mountains, remains a source of speculation due to its remote location and seemingly hasty abandonment. Its proximity to Cusco and fine architecture suggest a royal estate, while religious structures like the Temple of the Sun indicate ceremonial importance. Agricultural terraces and strategic location point to food production and possible military use. The city's small population and sophisticated engineering highlight its specialized purpose. Alignment with celestial bodies suggests cosmological significance. While the Spanish conquest likely played a role in its decline, the exact function of Machu Picchu remains debated, possibly serving multiple roles within Inca society. How were the massive Moai statues of Easter Island transported and raised onto their platforms? The transportation of the massive Moai statues of Easter Island has long puzzled researchers. Early theories proposed the use of ropes, wooden sledges, rollers, and logs, but the island's deforestation questioned the availability of sufficient timber. Recent and increasingly supported theories, based on archaeological evidence and oral histories, propose that the Moai were walked upright by tilting them from side to side. Experiments have successfully replicated this walking motion, and the statue's wide, curved bases support this theory. While the walking theory is prominent, other methods like using sled runners and log rollers remain possibilities. The erection of the Moai onto platforms likely involved ramps, levers, and many people. The abrupt abandonment of quarries with incomplete Moai suggests that the statue-building era ended prematurely, possibly due to social or ecological factors. What was the significance and function of the complex at Göbekli Tepe, predating agriculture? Göbekli Tepe, a 12,000-year-old site in Turkey, has challenged conventional views of history. Initially thought to be a pilgrimage site, it's now believed to have been a settlement with a significant ritual component. The purpose of its monumental enclosures and carved pillars remains debated, with interpretations ranging from religious and mythological significance to astronomical functions. The deliberate burial of the site around 8,000 years ago adds another layer of mystery. While recent findings indicate a settlement aspect to Göbekli Tepe, the exact function of its monumental architecture and the full meaning of its rich symbolic carvings continue to be investigated. How was the vast and intricate complex of Angkor Wat constructed with the technology available at the time? Angkor Wat, built in the early 12th century by King Saksaywaman II, is a massive temple complex in Cambodia, covering over 500 acres. Its construction involved transporting millions of sandstone blocks from quarries 35 kilometers away, using a network of canals and rivers. The labor force is estimated to have included around 300,000 workers and 6,000 elephants. Researchers believe holes in the sandstone blocks held wooden pegs that were used to lift and maneuver the stones into place. The complex is surrounded by a moat that served both defensive and water management purposes. Angkor Wat's precise astronomical alignment and evidence of unexplained towers built and demolished during construction suggest a complex and evolving building plan. Despite significant research, the exact construction methods of the Khmer builders remain a mystery. Who were the enigmatic builders of the sprawling city of Teotihuacán? Teotihuacán, a major pre-Columbian city, thrived in the Mexican plateau from the 1st to 8th centuries CE. Its builders are unknown, but their advanced knowledge is evident in the city's sophisticated layout and engineering. Teotihuacán was a significant religious center, but was abandoned around 750 CE due to reasons that are still debated today. What advanced techniques allowed for the seemingly impossible precision in the stonework of Saksaywaman? Saksaywaman, an Inca fortress in Peru, is famous for its massive, precisely interlocked stone walls. Built without iron tools or the wheel, the stone's size and precision are a mystery. Theories range from simple methods using ramps and rollers to more speculative ideas. One theory suggests the Inca used scribing and coping, carefully shaping each stone to fit its neighbors. The fortress's design also contributed to its structural integrity and earthquake resistance. Despite ongoing research, the exact construction techniques remain a fascinating puzzle. What was the purpose and what knowledge did the builders of the megalithic temples of Malta possess? The megalithic temples of Malta, built between 3600 and 2500 BCE, are some of the world's oldest freestanding stone structures. Their purpose remains unclear, but evidence suggests they were used for religious rituals, possibly focused on fertility or death. The temple's astronomical alignments and intricate carvings demonstrate advanced knowledge and skill. The sudden disappearance of the temple-building civilization around 2500 BCE adds to the mystery surrounding these ancient structures. What was the true purpose and meaning behind the extensive alignments of the Karnak stones? The Karnak stones in Brittany, France, are the world's largest collection of megalithic standing stones, erected during the Neolithic period. Their purpose remains a mystery, with theories ranging from astronomical functions to religious or ritualistic purposes. The sheer scale and organization of the site indicate its importance to the Neolithic communities that created it, but the lack of written records leaves their true intentions unknown. The Nubian pyramids of Meroë, Sudan. The ancient Kushite kingdoms in present-day northern Sudan built pyramids for nearly a millennium, starting in the 7th century BC. The pyramids at Meroë, built mostly between 300 BCE and 300 CE, are a key part of this tradition. Meroë was the center of the kingdom of Kush from the 8th century BC to the 4th century AD, and its pyramids show the power and culture of this ancient African kingdom. Unlike Egyptian pyramids, which housed tombs within their structures, Nubian pyramids at Meroë were built directly above the burial chambers of over 40 queens and kings. These pyramids, numbering in the hundreds across Sudan, served as elaborate tombstones for Kushite royalty and wealthy individuals. Architecturally, Nubian pyramids differ from Egyptian ones. Built from reddish sandstone and granite, they are smaller, reaching heights of up to 100 feet, 30 meters, and have a steeper incline. They were often built in clusters, and their interiors featured plaster-lined chambers with scenes depicting the lives of the deceased. While influenced by Egyptian styles, Nubian pyramids developed their own distinct character. Despite facing challenges from treasure hunters and environmental threats, some smaller pyramids have been restored and remain an impressive sight. They highlight a lasting tradition of monumental funerary architecture in the Kushite kingdoms. The Pyramid of the Sun, Teotihuacán, Mexico, northeast of present-day Mexico City, lies Teotihuacán, the ruins of a major Mesoamerican city that thrived between the 1st and 5th centuries CE. The Pyramid of the Sun, completed around 200 AD, is the most imposing of the city's many pyramids and served as a central focal point for Teotihuacán's urban layout. The identity of Teotihuacán's builders remains enigmatic, but their architectural prowess is evident in the Pyramid of the Sun, standing approximately 63 meters tall, with a square base measuring around 215 meters on each side. Its construction used stone, clay, and rubble, covered with stucco and vibrant murals. The pyramid's stepped platforms possibly represent the different levels of the cosmos in their belief system. The Pyramid of the Sun likely held significant religious importance, potentially used for sacrificial rituals, ceremonies, and astronomical observations. A tunnel-like cave system discovered beneath the pyramid suggests an association with ancient fire and water rituals, possibly representing a place of emergence. The alignment of the pyramid with the surrounding landscape underscores Teotihuacán's sophisticated understanding of cosmology and urban planning. The practice of constructing new layers atop existing structures reflects a cyclical view of life and time, symbolizing rebirth and continuity. Today, Teotihuacán's well-preserved ruins, including the majestic Pyramid of the Sun, attract millions of visitors, offering a glimpse into the grandeur of this ancient Mesoamerican metropolis. The Temple of Kukulkan, El Castillo, Chichen Itza, Mexico. Located on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, Chichen Itza was a major urban center for the Maya civilization, exhibiting a diverse range of architectural styles. Among the many historic structures at the site, the Temple of Kukulkan, El Castillo, stands out for its architectural significance. Built by the Maya sometime between the 8th and 12th centuries AD, the temple was dedicated to the deity Kukulkan, the Yucatec Maya feathered serpent god. The Toltec people also contributed to its construction. The Temple of Kukulkan is renowned for its intricate design, incorporating mathematics, astronomy, and acoustics. Each of the pyramid's 4 sides features approximately 91 steps, totaling 365 steps, including the temple platform, representing the days in a solar year. The pyramid's corners align with the rising sun at the summer solstice and its setting point at the winter solstice, making it a sundial. During the equinoxes, light and shadow create the illusion of a serpent descending the northern staircase. The temple may even mimic the chirping sound of the Quetzal bird. Archaeological investigations have revealed earlier construction phases within the pyramid, as well as a cenote located beneath it. The Great Pyramid of Cholula, Mexico. The Great Pyramid of Cholula, located in central Mexico, is the largest pyramid base in the Americas. Construction began around 300 BC and continued for over 2,000 years, with contributions from various indigenous groups. The pyramid was dedicated to Quetzalcoatl and was an important religious center. By the 16th century, it was overgrown and resembled a natural hill, with a church built on top. The pyramid comprises 7 superimposed structures, built by different groups over time. Excavations have revealed tunnels, burials, and insights into ancient building techniques. Despite its immense size, the pyramid's hidden nature has made it less well known than other Mesoamerican sites. Tikal Pyramids, Guatemala. The Mayan city of Tikal, located in Guatemala, thrived from 1000 BC to 900 AD. With over 3,000 structures, including 5 prominent pyramids, Tikal was a major political, economic, and ceremonial center. Pyramids like Temple 1, Temple of the Great Jaguar, and Temple 4, Temple of the Two-Headed Serpent, served as religious sanctuaries and burial sites for rulers. The architecture reflects the Maya's engineering skills and cosmological beliefs. The site also features the Great Plaza, the Central Acropolis, the North Acropolis, and the Mundo Perdido Temple. Tikal's numerous constructions, monuments, and inscriptions showcase the advanced achievements of the Mayan civilization. Restoration efforts have preserved these structures, making Tikal a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Caral Pyramids, Peru. The sacred city of Caral Soup in Peru is the oldest known civilization in the Americas, dating back over 5,000 years. The site features 6 large pyramidal structures, sunken circular plazas, and residential areas. The Great Pyramid complex at Caral was used for religious ceremonies and community gatherings, not as tombs. Caral was a peaceful society with advanced engineering skills, including earthquake-resistant construction, and sophisticated water management systems. Recent discoveries at nearby sites further emphasize the significance and extent of the Caral culture. Huaca Pucllana, Peru. Huaca Pucllana, a 22-meter adobe pyramid complex in Lima, Peru, was built by the Lima culture between 200 and 700 AD. The pyramid, made with a unique bookshelf architecture, consists of 7 platforms and a temple at its summit. Archaeological excavations have revealed artifacts, burial sites, and food remains, providing insight into the Lima culture's daily life, rituals, and social structure. The well-preserved site now includes a museum and serves as a significant cultural landmark in Lima. The Pyramid of Cestius, Italy. The Pyramid of Cestius, built 1812 BC in Rome, Italy, for Gaius Cestius, reflects Roman fascination with Egyptian culture. Its pointed shape resembles Nubian pyramids, suggesting Cestius's involvement in a Roman military campaign there. Built of brick-faced concrete covered with marble, it houses a burial chamber originally decorated with frescoes. The pyramid, though ransacked, has endured, becoming a significant site and model for Western pyramid construction. Inscriptions detail Cestius's information and the pyramid's history. Rome once had another pyramid, but it was dismantled in the 16th century. Prang at Kokar, Cambodia. Kokar, briefly the Khmer Empire's capital, 928-944 AD, boasts unique architecture, notably the Prasat Tom Pyramid. This 36-meter tall structure, possibly symbolizing Mount Meru, contrasts with typical Khmer design and shows potential Mayan influence. The city's layout, based on Indian cosmology, and the Kokar style, influenced regional architecture. Despite its short-lived prominence, Kokar's well-preserved ruins, including inscriptions, offer valuable insights into ancient Cambodian life. The Great Ziggurat of Ur, Iraq. The Great Ziggurat of Ur, a massive stepped pyramid in ancient Mesopotamia, was built circa 21st century BCE by King Ur-Nammu and completed by King Shulgi. Sumerians built ziggurats as religious sites to connect with the gods. The Ziggurat of Ur, approximately 64 meters by 45 meters and over 30 meters tall, was the centerpiece of a temple complex with Nana as the patron deity. Restored in the 6th century BCE and rediscovered in the 19th century, the ziggurat remains a significant landmark, offering insight into Sumerian civilization and religious practice.